welcome back to Inside the Game. Here we go, we are live. Polar taking on Cadre in the ET EuroCup, going live in 3, 2, 1. We are fight. And away we go here on Braundorf. Remember, Braundorf giving us a thriller between Dignitas and Impact just 2 days ago. I'm following Toxic as we'll see what he can muster. Always in trouble here because Leto's going to come around that corner and absolutely savage him. The second player that Leto is savaged on this little attack. Twitty and Squall will come up for air, and they'll go down with a frag apiece. And it will be a 3-man respawn for the Cadre side. We'll give you another ETTV sync up if you're just joining us. In a second, as Polar now ready to push forward. Here goes Perfo. Perfo going to go for the flag. Gimble looking to save it, and Gimble may just have done it with the help of Squall. Insignia Cadre just about hold on to that flag. Xylos is going to make his way forward. Gimble is going to hold back. Squall is there as well. Chimp now will charge around the corner. Raz is going to come through. Chimp 1, Chimp 2. Very nicely done from the Cadre side. Bolsu will go down for full spawn. And the Allies side will capture the flag and spawn on top of it. And Polar now back in business as they quickly pushed through this first stage. Took them about 70 seconds to get that flag. Not too bad at all. And they will now get the dynamite down, courtesy of Xylos. And now for Polar, it is a case of move on swiftly. They have Cadre in... Cadre in... I thought they were doing all right there, Cadre. It was just a good spawn time after, it was a good attack to get the flag on the spawn time, no doubt about it. And now, for Cadre, they will look to hold off that side entrance as long as possible, which has just been dynamited by Perfo. We do have Kumble making his way forward. The main gate has been destroyed, and it looks like we're going to have Kumble going through, and Kumble getting massacred down. Molsu thinking about going for a cheeky defuse if he can pick up these frags. He can't, and now they're going to move through with Perfo and possibly Satchel Charge, but I would say wait and pick up a uniform if you can from one of those, and they have done, and Toxic's now going to go down, Satchel Charge the command post, and then Kumble should be able to stop them going forward, but the command post is constructed and the back gate is wide open. Spawn, spawn, spawn at the side, and the Axis team will be in real trouble here. Polar are going to be looking at this side entrance, and they will be thinking, what the heck? And Perfo is going to lead that charge, and it will be Cadre falling all the way back. Dynamite going down to the bunker controls, and that's why they're falling back. Cadre in absolute disarray. They've got players coming from the right-hand side. Double Luger frag coming out, but it's going to be too little too late. They've absolutely fallen apart. They will get the revive on the engineer, and he will go back for this defuse. It's Molsu. He's got 15 seconds. Presuming he lives, he's got the time, and he does. But Cadre on the rocks here. No side defense up. Their main defense was what let the objective get penetrated, though, and suddenly the Finns, who I put my money on at the start of this, are looking wobbly, to say the least. Wobbly is a compliment. Snoop comes up with 2. Now he's going to get a give in as well. Chimp and Squall try to answer back. But here comes Squid picking up 1. Snoop's going to get himself another frag. Dynamite yellow for the second time in the game. Xylos is going to go in. He will get a plant. And for Polar, they are in real trouble. For Cadre, they're in real trouble. Absolutely crazy here from Cadre. They've been separated left, right, and center. Nice work from Chimp there, coming around the corner, all guns blazing. Picks up the frag, Twitty and Chimp. Oh, Chimp, schoolboy error running on that grenade. His teammate spotted it, but here we go. 2 frags coming in, and that looks like that'll be that. The dynamite going to blow in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have Polar Esports setting a lightning fast time here on Braundorf. Absolutely electric. And it was, it was a case of now you see them, now you don't. Polar, absolutely brilliant there. And I'll tell you what, I've not seen Braundorf attack quite as well as that for a little while. They were hot on the first stage. A little bit of indiscipline on the fallback. I think they may have got a long spawn, Cadre, when they spawned back, which didn't help them because they certainly lost three players in and around the flag. So that certainly didn't help them, especially when getting the backup. But they did commit 3 players to side before the Allies have even blown the door. Not one of them felt it was necessary to build that side, and it is. Not too good for them right now. They remain to get themselves back into this one. For Insignia Cadre, they have to throw themselves at this one. All guns blazing. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are fight. And away we go with Braundorf going, the pendulum on Braundorf certainly swinging the way of the multinational polar side. The Welshman picks up the frag, followed by a Maltese man getting made on the action. One of the Finns will self-kill, and Chimp is, I think, unsighted as a Panther, but the Dutchman will take down his teammate there. And here we go, 3-4-man self-kill. He's not got much HP, though, Chimp, to land that Panther frag. Perfo will take it down. He knew exactly where that Panther Faust was coming from. And Squiz is going to hold back, and will just defend that flag. He will pick up the frag there on Twitty, and Xylos is going to launch a grenade forward. Squall coming forward, picks up one, but this is already getting slow for Cadre. This is already not how they need it to be played out. Nice Luger headshot coming in there from Snoop. We'll get the Gib in as well. They'll self-kill, they'll collect that frag, and Cadre are nowhere to be seen as they make their way forward, and are in real difficulties here. As Polar pick up 3 quick frags. I'm looking to Insignia Cadre for something, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing any diversity. Perhaps I'm being harsh on Cadre and not complimentary enough on Polar here, because Polar are picking up the frags as and when they need to. They're pushing forward. They are really enjoying themselves. And you know what? For Polar, this is exactly what they want to do. They're playing it like you would Gold Rush, like you would Supply Depot. Push forward before you respawn, so that you can maybe pick up a cheeky frag. If you can't, then you're still far enough forward that you'll respawn the flag before your opponent does. Nice double headshot frag coming in there from Kimbley, but it's not going to be enough as Snoop comes to save. Cadre looking to pile all on into this flag. Emulsu comes in, firing around the corner as he goes, but Polar with Raz and Perfo have both picked up four frags between the two of them. 2 minutes left to go. For Cadre, I think you're in real trouble here. For Cadre, if I were them, I'd be running with a covert ops the whole time. Let's see whether they are. They are not. They're running with 5 medics and 1 engineer. And you know what? I'd be running with a covert ops just because I'd want to get through that side door if I could humanly possibly do it, because they are going to run with one now. It will be Chimp, because without that, they don't really stand a chance. They are going to struggle to get this objective done if they don't go through the door. They're not going to do it with Chimp because he's been taken down by a hat-trick of frags from Raz. The Scotsman connects, and here comes Xylos with 2. Squiz is going to pick up an MP40 frag, and we're almost into garbage time already. One last throw of the dice from Chimp and Cadre, and we'll see whether they can do anything about it. Remember, Insignia Cadre have been hard at work launching their ETQ Cup in association with QPAD, remember? And, that'll be here in a little while, but for Insignia Cadre, it's time to go back to the drawing board. They call GG, and that'll be that. You're inside the game. We'll be right back for map 2, and for Insignia Cadre, it can't come soon enough. It's Bremen the map that both of these two sides won last week against big opposition. So it'll be interesting to see how the two Bremen Kings come out on this one. At the moment, we're going to see which one comes out top. For Cadre, they're one map away from defeat. 3, 2, 1, fight, and away we go. As Polar now are making their way forward, it will be Raz to hold through. Twitty is there as well. Perfo Xylos picking up frags. There's Perfo again. Nicely done for Polar as they make their way forward. Toxic's going to come up with one. The ally side cap that forward bunker, and it will be a Cadre push coming forward now. Great first stage from Cadre. That's more like it. They just they just threw everything but the kitchen sink at Polar, and they got it. It will be Dynamite yellow and red from Mulsu. On that main entrance, he's going to have Perfo coming around his 6th any second now. Perfo's going to get a grenade in his face, and it will be Mulsu who will take the frag. Chimp will follow back, and it will be Cadre now onwards and upwards, making their way through the tunnels towards the rooftops area, and will drop down. Squall to lead the charge. The covert ops is trying to make his way across towards that command post. He's going to snipe across to anyone going across there. And, that sniper is going to pick up a frag, can you believe it? Riflenik coming forward. Now another one's going to go across there. These shots haven't quite made it, though. Nice from Squall. Double headshot around a frag. And it's not every day you see that here in ET. In RTCW, maybe the sniper was certainly more of a weapon. But in ET, now to see it used like that is quite surprising. Letu's going to go forward. He is going to hold himself up. He has the objective, remember. Chimp and Kumble are outside. Reinforcements going to come as well with that sniper. Raz is waiting for Letu to move with those documents. And it'll in fact be Squiz that picks up the frag. And the Scotsman said to the Welshman, here you go. And Cadre are just going to lock themselves down. Squiz, Snoop, Squiz again. Polar picking up frags as they go. And now Cadre getting tussled back just a little bit. They are going to desperately try and hold on to this one for as long as they possibly can. The Allies have stolen that keycard once more. Fire for effect is in. Raz and Toxic will lock down all avenues there. Toxic now will get an MP40, a Thompson in his face from Letu, and the command post may just about be clear for the Allies. No, not going to happen. Snoop comes in with an MP40, and there are two men there once again. Xylos is one of them, and now Cadre are going to make their way forward. Here comes Perfo, ready to join in the fun. With the MP40, and Polar are looking to lock down this objective a lot better than they did the first stage. You know, they're still playing catch up after a slow first stage. This is a clock-based game. Everything is based off how quickly you set times and you beat your opponent's time and so on. And the fact that they lost that first stage in a little under 30 seconds meant that they are still playing catch up, and we still can't get too excited by the fact that they look resolute here in their next stage. Twitty to wield the MG42. There has been something of a complaint about the MG42's usage, and a lot of calls for it to be taken out of the game in clan-based, like it is in ESL. And oh, nice from Twitty! He massacres Mulsu. He then does take down Raz, but I'm sure Mulsu won't be too happy that Twitty tracked him as he fell down and massacred him. But now we'll see. One comes up from Twitty. Two comes up from Twitty. Cadre locking down the Cola players before they can get across the position. And now it's going to take I'm not sure what it'll take to move Twitty. Probably a rifle nade off, right under his belly there would move him. Squall's going to come through. Axis support fire launched out there. And Polar stuck as they try to, make a, I guess you could call it a rotation, to coin a Counter-Strike phrase, from one side of the map to the other to strengthen their defense. And it hasn't worked. That MG42 has successfully allowed the Allied side access to the command post. Snoop and Raz have picked up the frags, and they are going to get themselves back into this one as they now push forward. Mulsu will be the man to lead that assault. Now Mulsu looks like he's going to go for the objectives. He's not. He's going to take down his opposite number, Xylos. Polar now in trouble here. They're losing numbers. Where are the objectives? Still not picked up. What am I missing here? Kimblay's just been taken down in the objectives. It was Toxic holding on, and the Malta man has been taken down as Dynamite goes down on the first barrier. Cadre is surely going to run this document home this time. Letu hops, skips, jumps, and drops it in. Now, we'll give you an ETTV sync up on the 10-minute mark for you. As Polar come forward, they capture the objective, and they have moved the truck as well. Squall's there, and they've quickly moved this one out of the garage. And Polar look like they're going to be locked down here, or quickly escorted away. As the truck barrier gets taken down, Polar now look like they are up against a Finnish side, determined at all costs to get this truck and get themselves back into this game. Raz comes up with 1 frag, make that 2 in fact, but got taken down. Your ETTV sync up on the 10-minute mark, and Cadre move the truck again. It's 10 minutes and 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes exactly left to go here, and Polar and Raz picking themselves up a frag, 2 frags. Soup comes up with another. Squall and Mulsey want to back up. They're now going to have to try and stop Toxic building truck barrier number 2, and Toxic's going to do it all on his own. Nice for MP40 frag. Now we'll finish off the barrier, surely, and, well, that charge bar can't come soon enough. There you go. Excuse me. Polar 4-man self-kill, which combined with Toxic being up there, all in position. It's right on cue. I get myself the hiccup. I tell you what, I think I must have some obsessive compulsive disorder with the hiccups, because I always get them only when I commentate and only near the end of the map. Anyway, Polar regrouping. It will be Perfo now to line up that MG42 almost behind them, but taken down. Cadre now regrouping, pushing that truck forward, but they still haven't got the barrier down. Dynamite is yellow. Leto's not going to get that one red unless Chimp can help him out. No, and there's no medic with either of them. Squall's too busy shooting away, and he didn't pick up a frag either. And how costly could that be, as that Dynamite will fade away as they make their way through. And they just drop it back. For Cadre, it's a case of push, push, push. As they need to get this Dynamite down, their medics need to start helping those engineers. Molsu is now revived and will put the Dynamite down. He will be armed. He will be taken down. I wonder whether there'll be a defuse attempt on him. Too many grenades probably holding Polar back. Raz and Squiz have been held in, and Polar are being actually locked back in the spawn area as Cadre have extended themselves out quite far here. And if it falls apart and an engineer gets through, you wouldn't have the slightest bit of difficulty defusing. Cadre with Kimbley coming forward will do exactly that though. And here come Polar going for it. 2 games well played, already called, but Polar do have control of that truck with Perfo, and the truck won't be moving despite the barrier being taken down. Here we go. Molsu's going to go for it. Raz is down and out. Axe's support fire going to let to the way of that truck. There's a support fire right on top of it as well. Oh, takes down a teammate, and now it will be Polar going forward. There's Zyla showing him how it's done. Double support fire. Letu, Twitty, Skull falling like flies. Letu gets the hat-trick frag with the MP40, and the clock is going to be set. It's not going to be quite as pretty as it could have been. 7:22. Cadre could be staring defeat right in the face at the moment, and I think that is possibly a reality here and inside the game as they go through. You're inside the game with TosspoT. We have, well, 0 point taking on TLR after this game. Gotta hope that that's a little less one-sided, because right now Insignia and Cadre are on the wrong end of a whooping. And they're making my bet absolutely no use here on this one. We have Polar now going to go through and ready up. And well, for Polar, it's simply a case of playing by the numbers. They got a lot of them, 7 of them in fact. You know, and they can afford to take their time. That can get a little bit long in the tooth if you get bogged down on the first stage, and I think that is where this game will be won and lost. If Insignia Cadre can run a normal first stage, throw on, a little bit better than normal, 2 to 3 minutes, then they'd really put the pressure on Polar. They'd really turn it up. But the way this game has panned out so far, it hasn't been a case of Cadre really offering much defense. So we'll see. As they go through. We're going to start this game right up, and we'll give you another ETTV sync up for those looking. And here we go. You're inside the game with TosspoT. It's Polar looking to finish this one off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are fight, and away we go here. Cadre know that it's actually time to perform, and for Polar it's a case of, well, are they hot or are they not? Pushing forward now, Kumblade Squall will pick up the frags, but Raz has claimed the second one. Big support fire coming in from Toxic, of all people, taking down his teammate. Kumblade's going to get himself embedded in those ruins, and the flag is going to stay in Insignia Cadre hands for a little bit longer. Letu will pick up one. Twitty not even looking left there onto Xylos, as he'll pick up that frag there. The Allied side cut the 4 bunker and spawn, and it's all falling apart for the Finns. Now they're going to go through. Snoop and Xylos mop it up, and Insignia Cadre, that's absolutely diabolical. They lost the flag, and they weren't even looking. They still had 3 people up in the ruins, you know, a stone's throw away from the actual flag. And Polar are going to walk all over them here unless Insignia Cadre wake up. In fact, Polar are going to walk all over them, regardless of whether Insignia Cadre wake up, because they've gone through and they've already got the side entrance with a covert ops in uniform. They're already mounting a challenge on the Cadre defense, and they are forcing the issue here. Squall, Twitty picking up frags. Twitty's going to look to wield the mobile MG42, and they're going to need to. Oh, knife frag coming in, and Squiz will go down, but that may just be the highlight of this game for Insignia Cadre, getting a knife frag, well, we'll see. Let's not write them off just yet, but it certainly has to be said it's looking that way. We have Raz trying to line one up. Squall's going to go forward as they look to stop the flow of fire coming at them. Raz and Squiz both low on HP. Going to be charged down here by Leto, who will just turn around and finish off the other one. Nice sniper frag coming in. Twitty down. And Toxic, who is showing them how it's done with the sniper. But both sides respawn, regroup. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Cadre will know that this is, well, really against them now. And they will look to, you gotta hope that they beat Dignitas on this map, even though you know, we're told it was a bit of a screw-up by Dignitas on Bremen. But you know, you've got to be in it to win it, and they did win it. So to write them off would be foolish, but at the same time, Cadre are going to look to put pressure this one off. Twitty is, you know, absolutely massacring anyone that moves with that MG42. And they really need to deal with that. There comes a rifle. The smoke is going to offer them some protection there from Twitty. I would, if you can, get the length on it. Just throw it straight at Twitty, sort the rest of it, and see what happens. Now we have Squall coming forward. Raz is still up. Polar trying to push forward. And as long as Twitty's up and he's picking up those frags, he does team kill a lot with that MG42. It has to be said. Command post is about to go into Allied hands here, and that's half the job done. 4:24 to go. Polar are going to launch a rifle nade forward. Say goodbye to Pofo, though. They need to get their command post in position. If I was Xylos, I'd just put a dynamite down and get it over with, because getting that covert ops into position is proving to be quite a difficult task. Toxic, one of them. Cool. Oh, Cadre falling like fries. 3 big frags come in. Twitty pushing forward with the grenade. Self-kills. Now Toxic, go. Get to that command post. Where the hell is he? Puffo's pushing across. There it is. Cocked in position. And the command post will be built by Xylos. Toxic with the Garand. Not done yet. Picking off the frag on Chip there. And the Allied side spawn up the command post. And they're ready to go forward. They are now dealing with a new position of Twitty's MG42 skull. And he's picked up 1. He's picked up 2. Snoop comes up with another 2 Thompson frags. So on to back up by Cadre. Dynamite goes down on the truck barrier. This one isn't over yet. Remember that truck, getting the truck away itself can prove quite timely, but now it's going to be MG to MG as Cadre takes on, as Twitty takes on Toxic, and, well, riveting this one will be. Toxic Luger frag picks up 1. He's got a grenade on his body that his medic will sure to find. Raz and Perfo pick up the frags. Yes, Squiz does find that dynamite. They will, that grenade, they self-kill. They need to move this objective quickly, Cadre. Polar, and they're not. Going to be Squiz to go for it now. He's got reinforcements, but Snoop and Raz have disappeared, and if he does get taken down, he won't be too happy that they left him, but Toxic should offer him the cover, and he's going to run this one home, and now they're going to go for the truck. Objective captured, and here goes the truck. Not quite. They haven't rebuilt it. They haven't repaired it just yet. Cadre in with a shout, though. Dig deep. Need that MG42 to hit from Twitty or something bigger, and we'll see. Toxic now pushing forward. Is he a Panzer or is he an MG as he starts to get himself in the face of his opponent? I don't think he was going to last too long. There was a Panzer there for a second, I thought I saw. As now we have these 2 sides lining up against one another. Remember, truck barrier 1 is down. The truck is not repaired. 220 on the board for one of these 2 sides to go out and win this. At the moment, Cadre may just be doing enough, but with 2 frags coming in there, the pendulum may be ready to swing back once again in favor of Polar. Going forward now, Twitty picks up another MG on the lethal man Xylos. Twitty does go down, and Xylos is going for the repair. Oh, double Panther from Tox, and the truck is away. Polar wield their finishing blow. 1:53 to go. Cadre need that barrier up or it's GG. There's no two ways about it. And with 3 engineers pushing towards that truck, it does look like it's going to happen for them. That you can't do anything about it. Cadre have been, well, swept aside here, to be blunt. They were a spectator on Braundorf, and whilst their defense here on Bremen is a little bit closer and a little bit better, they will rue the fact that they can't defend the first stage. And they're not going to be able to get this barrier up, or are they? If they did get this barrier up, it really would be game on here with only 120 to go. Malsu's going to try a suicide run. It's not going to happen for him, and the truck is now just edging towards it. They've got to go for it, Cadre. They've got to go for it. They get it up. It is game on, but the truck is just going to make it around that corner. And good games, well played, said by Cadre. They know that they've lost to a polar side who are looking too hot to handle. They've beaten Cadre, the Dignitas beaters. They've beaten TLR, the Dignitas beaters. Now all they got to do is beat Dignitas. Well, there are a few other teams they're going to beat along the way. But still, you're inside the game with TosspoT. 0 Point taking on 0 Point taking on TLR next here on ITG. We shall return.